sparked off his group that he had going, and then with the boycott and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people like wanted to do what Rosa did, but didn't have the courage to. And then when she decided to do that, it like kind of it sparked them as well, like gave them a little bit of courage so that they could fight as well.
Okay, so kind of playing into what Addie just said, it's like not a lot of people wanted to do it because they didn't have the courage. Like a lot of people wouldn't do it because they didn't have the courage. So do you think one attribute of a leader would be they would be courageous? And what is like another, like for a good leader, what's another attribute do you all think that would make a good leader?
Not afraid to stand up for what's right. Because, I mean, I know back then, like, there was a lot of violence, like, people would get killed or, you know, beaten just for doing something like that. So she obviously wasn't scared to do it, so.
And also, I think, like, to be a good leader, you have to be a good leader, you have to be a good person, I think. For people to respond to you.
Right, and respect you. So, playing into that, as far as she wasn't afraid, what is something like you could use, okay, like in school, when you're all in school on a daily basis, and walking down the hallways, and you see different things, what do you think it takes to make a change in, like, behavior, or, like, at your age, what is some things that maybe you could do? Like, to be a Rosa of your generation. I mean, the thing is, like, our generation, well, basically your generation, I'm a little bit older than you all, like 13 years. Anyway, so your generation is, like, known as, like, the technology generation, the generation that doesn't really communicate except through technology and that sort of thing. What do you think in your generation, like somebody that you all look up to right now in your generation? I mean, Rosa Parks was something that she was a positive, she struck a movement, she got other people on board, got them excited about this, and she brought about change, and a positive change. What is somebody right now in your generation? It could be somebody you go to school with, it could be, you know, a public figure that you look up to. Like, what would be one that Tans that you look up to right now?
Mine would be Randall, not only because it's a relative, but he's always been a positive role model in my life because he's famous now and everything, and, you know, some people get famous and they just, you know, take it to the head and they don't remember where they came from or anything, but Randall, he's always, like, he's a good-hearted person, and he respects everybody that helped him to get where he is, and he remembers where he came from, and he basically doesn't act like with the mindset of a celebrity because his job now is like what he loves to do. So.
And that's true. I mean, that's sometimes, like Tan said, sometimes leaders, when they get in that position, they kind of just goes to their head and they think that they're better than everybody, and